Welcome everybody to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and this one is from the user Roberto20. He's driving the Centurion Action X or Action 10 on a standard battle on El Haluf. Centurion is a tier 10 medium tank for the British. Pretty good medium tank it is as well. A lot faster than the FV4202. Still got good acceleration. It's got a very strong turret, so this thing can play well while hull down with an okay amount of gun depression. The gun is pretty standard for a tier 10 medium tank. 268 mils of pen with 390 alpha damage and gets a reasonably good rate of fire as well. So all in all, a pretty good all-rounder tank. Roberto straight away going to be heading to the usual spot the medium tanks that can peek over a ridge head to, which is on the far left-hand flank. Taking up the position that I often like to take up as well. You get a lot of people who try to go forward and try and duel with the tanks that appear on the ridge just to the right. And I find that that's always not always the best thing to do. You get a lot of people trying to duel with the tanks that appear just over here, whereas I always like to set up in this position with the hill protecting you from the right and just get a shot or two at any tanks that try and make that crossing. T-54 going very aggressive. T-110 E5 about to make a pass here. As you see, Roberto puts one great shot through his side. Takes a hit in return. But like I said, very strong turret of this thing was able to turn that one aside. And like I said, I always find this position a little bit stronger because then you can poke out and get shots on people as and when you like. But your main goal is to try and get at least one hit of damage on everybody who makes that crossing there. Just make the allies' job that are going to face them that little bit easier. And then once the tanks that are going to make that aggressive crossing are dealt with, you can switch your attention to the opposite ridgeline here. As you can see, there are a couple of tanks there. The Allied T-54 is in a very aggressive position. It's a good shot onto the Centurion 7-1. AMX 1390 going very aggressive, but the T-54 is a tough nut to crack. Roberto not quite wanting to go in. The T-44 gets himself ammo racked. 1390 is going to have no chance whatsoever against the T-54. And Roberto not quite able to get the shot to take him out. The object... What is that? Sorry, the WZ-120 moving in. Roberto did take a hit, but it wasn't enough to do any damage. WZ may be regretting his life decisions now as his T-54 is still alive. Can Roberto get a hit and save his ally's life? He can indeed. That is his first kill of the match now. You see the mighty Russian T-54 survived. Now it's time for the allies to push across the opposite side of the ridge because that Centurion 7-1 is not going to poke himself out again. On the left-hand side, the two T-110 E5s were doing a good job there. One of them has now fallen to the artillery. Roberto not wanting to present himself as too much of a target. Finds an E100, but still wants to get shots on this Centurion. Trying to push him away from this ridgeline. Has a quick shot, but that was a little bit rushed. Going to fall back now. Don't want to take any hits from the front because there are camping tank destroyers. Does take a hit, but is determined to get a shot on that Centurion. Takes a good few hits there as he backs away. Looks like there are some camping tank destroyers or even medium and lights. Looks like their light tank is actually camping for some reason. Going to see if we can get a shot into the underbelly of the E100. The high pen of these medium tank guns means that one just sails right through his lower plate. AMX CDC coming into view now with the T-44 backing him up. He is going super aggressive. Roberto gets a good hit onto him and bounces one in return. And this guy is going absolutely ham. And he gets taken out for kill number 2. Not sure what his plan was there. He probably could have backed off safely. Finds a Grill 15. Gets a great shot onto him. He's going to back away now as he doesn't want to take any more of that. That CDC could have very easily backed off and maybe made a move back towards his base, but instead decided to go full YOLO, and he got taken out. Now it's time for the allies to press on into the base. They've got this one pretty much 90% sewn up. 12 kills to 5 that it is. Although they do have a TVP T-5051. If he's playing smart, he may be able to mop up a few kills. Let's see what people's health's like on the allied team. He's a one-shot. He's a two-shot. He's a two-shot as well to that TVP. So he can't take out many. He can take out maybe a couple of tanks if he's got a full clip and in a good position. Looks like he's up on this ridge camping. That may not be the best position for him. Roberto having a quick look to his left. Finds the T-92 here. Interesting maneuver by the T-92. Going full aggression. Got taken out. You can hear that TVP firing now. He's not able to take out anybody. I'm not sure who he's firing at. It may have been that grill. He did whittle him down a little bit. Doesn't want to take any hits himself, but that TVP is going to be reloading for at least 20 seconds. So he's got a bit of time to move forward. Finds the grill. Tries to get a shot through his track. That's a beautiful shot to stop him dead. The grill fires, and that one just bounces uselessly off the tank, off the Action X. And that's the last kill. That is the victory, and that is the game. So amazing gameplay there by Roberto 20, picking himself up a whole bunch of damage. I think about 5,000 damage. Picks himself up 4 kills and gets some great dueling action with the Centurion Action X. So awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, send that into replay@screenreality.com. Link for that's in the description. I've been Max Wallace. This has been a Wall of Tanks replay, and I will catch you guys next time.